Good afternoon, gentlemen. So, what we do at ICHIP is essentially deliver technology that's going to allow bringing web everywhere to every screen, be it a portable device or be it a TV screen or be it a projector. The target is to cover all the different types of screens. And we've been working on this for a while, and over the last few years we've been able to go ahead and bring a few products that use this technology. Well, let's look at a specific segment which I just copied this company's list of bullet points that the jury would be looking at, and I created just those slides. So, innovativeness. I think today the TV is still constrained. It's still an idiot box. There is no intelligence in it. It's one way. All that's coming is what people view, and people are not able to interact with it. There have been instances like the smart TVs from the Samsungs, the Sonys, the LGs, where they've made attempts to make it smart and bring in a web interactivity, but I think it's still suboptimal in terms of delivering performance and delivering price points. So what we've done here is we've basically built technology that's changing the TV into a living portal, a portal to the complete internet world, and a portal where people can go ahead and interact with it. And not only Indian homes, but most of the world, the TV and the living room is still the central place where the family collects, where people use and spend a lot of time in front of the TV. So the TV becomes an essential portal, once enabled to connect to the internet, the best place to deliver content, be it social, be it education, be it health, or be it anything that's going to go ahead and enable interactivity in the home. So just walking through this specific slide for a little bit more time, what we've built is a box product right now, and this box product delivers digital TV, the digitization that's going on in the whole world today, not just India. It delivers complete digital TV with some of the best of brands on CAS and head-ends. And I think we have some Ericsson gentlemen here, so we drop with those head-ends too. And then on the bottom side, what I did is I captured some of the applications that can happen. We have online education. Content players like design mates of the world who have very rich education content. We bring that content over to the TV. We have a full browser. People can go and watch YouTube on the TV, just like you watch it on a PC, but much more intelligently, much more easily. We have gaming. We have games like Angry Birds working on it, which means we essentially have the best in class of 3D performance built in. And we have video conferencing. We have a private video conferencing platform coming up, but in the meantime, we have enabled high definition Skype on the box. So if I'm sitting in front of my TV, I can actually interact with my sister somewhere maybe in Africa, and actually have a video conference instead of having a voice conference on my cell phone sitting on my couch. And of course, simple applications like an email client and a media playback, and the whole platform is true 1080p high definition enabled. And the whole high definition web comes to the TV, and high definition TV channels come to the TV. So essentially speaking, we enable TV, we enable games, we enable the unconstrained browsing experience on the TV. Of course, education, health, and every other service that can be enabled on it. The product is a box, and the box is all standards of DVB enabled, right from T2 to C to S2. And we have two versions of operating system running on it. We have our own homegrown Linux operating system running on it with a very rich user interface, but we also have Android running on the box. The previous versions and the latest and the greatest of ice cream sandwich running on the box. and it brings about the abilities to go ahead and enable the application frameworks that exist in the world over to the TV. And another orthogonal view of the same product is actually delivering a computer into every TV, which is essentially putting a really optimized cost, form factor computer to the TVs of the world. You know, the whole world, everybody in India, if you just take, almost everybody has a TV. But what's missing is a highway to the internet. And once a highway to the internet exists, I think every other inclusion and ICT and all services can be delivered. The product consumes less than 4 watts. We essentially define it as a green computer, if you look at it from the other view, and delivers entertainment and computing into, be it an LCD TV or a CRT TV. And users with a CRT TV could also use the box and convert their TV into a computer. It's extremely affordable. Anybody who can buy a cell phone can buy this box. That's the innovativeness of the product. We don't clock at 16 gigahertz. We don't follow the Wintel path. What we have here is hardware technology and operating system technology that brings about an extremely affordable device into every TV home. And what we are serving on one side is convenience for people who have plasma TVs and LED TVs. They can have the convenience of gaming and high definition videos on their TV, bring YouTube to the TV, and serving the neglected necessities. Internet connectivity exists today, 3Gs, 4Gs, optical fiber, everything exists. But the whole concern today is how do you render the same internet platform onto a TV that exists in the smallest of townships, deliver health, deliver education, and how do you deliver all these services to them? So that's what we're able to do there. And of course, our target is to change the way people communicate from voice into video. Now every TV is a living video conferencing portal, which means families can now have virtual living rooms. And all this at the affordable price points. And we have a firm belief for which the technology has been developed, which is internet inclusion, I think, is going to be the mother for every other inclusion that every forum in the world is talking about. Once the internet is able to be rendered on the TV, financial inclusion, education, health, everything can happen. But if the internet link is missing in the home, it's almost impossible to deliver these services. Definitely cell phones and smartphones exist today, tablets exist today, but all that is not at an affordable price point, and nor are the portals big enough that families will be able to enjoy the service and use it. Talking social impacts, I think very simple. In a single statement, I'd say we have to reverse the pyramid. We cannot have this pyramid work for internet inclusion. The top of the base of the pyramid has to be serviced. The bottom of the base of the pyramid has to be serviced. The top, anyway, the topmost is anyway serviced for years now. And our technology essentially brings internet to the next billion people. Some more statistics, we're just picking up some statistics off the web and talking to a few people in Brazil. We're trying to put this technology in other places too. Look at that, it's less than 10% internet penetration is what happens today. And that's all limited by the fact that there is the only thing that can be used to render internet today is an expensive computer or an expensive tablet or an expensive smartphone. I think sustainability wise, I have a slightly bigger chart here, but what we talk on the extreme right top is convergence of the technology of TV, set-top box, and an internet browser is what is going to enable the best of deployment of services and acceptability in the market. And once that's in place, every other service can flow onto the TV. Platform interoperability, we have an IP plus DVB set-top box That's the product on the extreme right, which is all flavors of DVB enabled, has Wi-Fi capability, can connect for convenience to HDMI or Bluetooth, but for CRT TVs has CVBS out, can connect to it, can connect to the best of internet highways today. Fiber is going into every home, it can connect, but of course it can connect to legacy networks too, ADSL modems, 3Gs, 2Gs, and the GPRS of the world. And from a content standpoint, everything that's on the internet can be piped into the device and can be viewed on the TV. That's all I have, gentlemen.
So, just wondering, there's a lot of other players in the market who have a TV push screen, which is for $99. Google TV, there's a lot of players who make smart TV conversion boxes. There's smart TVs in the market, which is what's your key differentiators?
Oh, sure. From a technology standpoint, the key differentiation being that what they can do at a gigahertz, we can do at 300 megahertz. Which there is technology behind this in terms of hardware, and the overlaying stacks of software go ahead and play that. Which means market permit, scale permit, we can deliver this box at the price of a cell phone that we provide today normally. To be honest, we have not meddled with the cloud. We've left the cloud as is. This is, everything is resident processing. And if a portal exists, yeah, it can go render the portal. But it's not a virtual computer, it's not a thin client. It's a thick computer architecture that's sitting in the box. And we firmly believe that thin clients will not be successful yet. Because we don't think the networks exist for remote computing to work in a home. So technologies for resident computing, even at those clock frequencies I was talking about, we can render the web, we can render Flash or HTML5 just like a gigahertz processor would do. We have a strong tie-up with the Tatas, and we've gone ahead and seeded a couple of thousand boxes in some of the hospitality industry. And we have I would say last mile discussions with all the DVB players in the market and some of the telcos and the ISPs to be able to deliver these boxes into the market space. No, I can give some indications. I'm not at a point where I can give you the numbers because these numbers are not supposed to be spoken. That's all. I'm a technologist. Bear with me. Bear with my attitude. So it's definitely less than the 5,000 rupee mark. Much less than that. It is the CPU of the next generation. I don't think the CPU should be sitting at home anymore. Yes, sir, you can do that.
For access, like most of the houses, like you said, they've got televisions in India, and the televisions have an input of either the ADSL cable in case of IPTVs or the normal through a set-top box or a simple coaxial cable coming from. So, will those all connected to this?
Yes, it will. Yes, absolutely. We have a box also with us. We can just dab it down and
then how will the people in the house, how will they interact with it? Will there be some...
Yeah, you want to show them the keyboard? Yeah. We have a range of gadgets that go with it. This is...
Just a wireless keyboard, and also we have the next generation rack, which we are working with. It's already given as an optional device. On the front side, it's just a regular remote. On the back side,
yes, we do. No, it's all solid state. We have 2 GB versions, 4 GB versions, and 16 GB versions of the box. storage-wise, only storage-wise.
So in the market when you're launching, you put out different versions and different.
We have another product which does not have the DVB in it. It is just IP. We also have, I'm not competing with you, Mr. Gentleman from Betterville here. We also have a tablet here because I don't think we can hit your price points anyway.
Our goal is more about for the watch. This is more for the interested in video on demand and education on demand. And we are not really trying to sell the thing, we want to sell a solution. And with our relationships with the educational and also in the video sector, we have already signed up with some of the, we have already more than 4,000 movies. So, like people can buy and watch. And also education also, we are doing the same thing. That is where we want to go with this one solution. And we will have the same user interface on the phone, on the tablet, and also if they have a smartphones, they can use the same UI. So the same way they can use the user interface in all the three places. Continue to be
Let me throw a scenario at you. So if I'm watching a movie on the IP, on say the paper, I pause it there, I pause it on my tablet,
Yes.
then I want to unpause it, pause it again, and unpause it on the TV.
Sure.
Can you do that right now?
Yes. That is the exactly the goal of this.
You're working with other players also.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. That is the reason we want continuity. You log in and you by interfacing your user ID automatically you start from exactly the same place. That's how it is.
You know, we support all the standard jargons of catch-up TV and replay TV and all the services. We have the infrastructure. Right now, we have a head-end that is streaming 55 channels on the internet in 11 different profiles. So you can watch the movie on a phone or a tablet that's GPS enabled, for example, just at 200 kbps. Or the same movie, you could be watching it on a high-definition TV at 800 kbps. So we have the support head-end services that we have enabled, more so from an entertainment standpoint, and we are right now positioning all the education content behind it too.
14 languages we have education content, working with the established. We are not trying to develop it, we are trying to use the expertise of the people who are already established. We are partnering with them. Education content that you are mentioning, are you providing something called similar to smart class or meeting on that?
We are not competing with Educom. We are not competing with. We believe that education should go to the home. We think students spend a lot of time at home on the TV, and if there is a way for the parents to have the students get attracted to the TV through innovative education content, which we are pushing around for, we've signed up with few people. Our belief is the TV at home is the best portal for education. Schools, it happens, definitely, but how many schools can really afford it?
And then the two things what we have the education content. One is the e-content which is already there. Okay, we are using the established place, so the content is already proven. The high quality content used in a lot of international schools and also local regional schools in 14 different languages. And the second one is through the video, the classes will be running. Anybody can watch these things. We are streaming these things. So 7th grade math class will happen on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Right, exactly. We want to put it. Okay, people can, if they have a user access, they can log in and just check it out. And there is a lot of free content is available. Now, a lot of people, it is there, but only for the tech-savvy people it is accessible. Now, with this one, we are creating the apps with just a remote you can click, you have the access to this information. We are simplifying it and trying to reach every customer who has the cable connectivity. Or even without the cable connectivity also, they should be able to reach it. That is the main goal.
We have the tablet you're seeing right now has gingerbread on it.
Gingerbread right now. Yeah,
And,
it is gingerbread right now. What we are in our lab is what we have is ICS.
It's a cost function again, and if people want ICS, they can get
What
ICS.
is the cost point of that?
I think we can deliver it for less than 7,000 rupees. And it's a full 1080p with the gyroscope, with the accelerometers built in, and has HDMI out and capacitive touchscreens. We don't think we can hit the 3500 under any circumstances, and I don't want to do it either. I've done it. I was telling the gentleman there, I went and took his contact and said, I think about 7 years back we were with the government telling them the tablet with these specifications should be created. But then we got hit to do it at $10 and we said together. It's not possible. And we have Skype video working on it. We think people have to interact. Right? And we're building in very interesting technology for movie downloads, which can happen. Like we have technology that we are building in right now in a lab, where on the tablet, a full 6 GB Blu-ray movie can be downloaded in less than 15 seconds. And it's contactless, no contact. We think we're going to set up these kiosks everywhere, railway stations, airports, everywhere. There's no physical contact. The tablet goes there and the movie gets downloaded. And well, we are an interesting 20 people team. And we're all veterans from the design space. We are based in Hyderabad. We have everything that we need from a design and an R&D standpoint. And the team erstwhile has been responsible for doing things like the early graphics processors at NVIDIA and CQ. The first iPod creation technology comes from our team. We're the ones who told Apple that an iPod can be created. The chipset technology goes from some of the people in this team. And we're very small, just about 20 people, one accountant and one administrator. And we do every design from bottom up. Concept to complete hardware to industrial design happens within the house. And currently we have relationships with manufacturing houses in Thailand and in Malaysia. We have not yet satisfied ourselves that we can manufacture in India. I'm not discounting that. We all came back from our luxury worlds to serve the country, and that's what we came for. We all spent multiple decades outside the country. And we started working on, and I think in the next 12 to 14 months, we will have our own manufacturing facility in Hyderabad. And our issue is not bringing in the machines, but it is bringing in the people with the right culture to manufacture. And I think that's a big challenge. And we're working on it very hard.
And this whole technology is patented in India.
We have some solid patents around it, and we have good coverage.
The goal is we want to create an ecosystem in India to starting from complete things. Thank you.
Thank you.